What's up, everybody? This is Lyle, No Hippie Trucking and Transportation. Turn the big 5-3 today. I want to thank everybody that wished a brother a happy birthday and happy anniversary. I'm at the Petro in Little Rock, Arkansas. You know, I've never stopped here before, but I was running really low on hours, so I figured, you know what, let me just hit it. And you know what, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. So I might have to keep this one in mind. I was trying to get down to the TA in Earl, Arkansas, but this really isn't bad. Woo! Came out the house yesterday, picked up a load. I don't want to mention this shipper because this is going to be about that shipper and some of the trials and tribulations you go through at some of these places. Jesus. Now, there's a lot of people that, you know, you always hear these people, I don't give two fucks. You know, they say stuff like that. And really, if you want to know somebody that doesn't give two fucks, some of these meat processing plants, those guys are the ones that don't give no fucks. All right? So, let me just kind of tell you how my deal went. So, I get this load coming off of home time. I'm like, you know what, this is great. You know, a little bit of a deadhead, but I'm picking up a load, taking it down to Moultrie, Georgia. Pays well, all that stuff. So I'm like, I'm in. So as soon as I get the load, I head out. Figure load might be ready early. Get there, boom. Load's not ready, but that's fine because you know what? They had till like 2 o'clock in the morning to have the load done. So I was like, all right, drop this trailer. And then, you know what? I'm just going to go sit over here, do a 10, pick up the load about 2:30, get on my way. Man. So they call me about 9 o'clock. Load's ready. I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm going to come pick it up a little bit later. Thanks for the information. Go to sleep, wake up. My 10-hour break is complete, so I'm like, all right, let me yard move over here, check back in, and then use yard move to find my trailer, all that stuff, and then boom, once I'm in front of the trailer, we're gonna do a trailer inspection and vehicle inspection. You know, check under the hood, add a little bit of coolant, whatever, right? Now, it was pretty dark out there, 2:30 in the morning. So, you know, I usually back in, and then as soon as I see my trailer is getting a little close to the, or as soon as my truck's getting a little close to the trailer, if I don't hear anything, I stop, pull forward a little bit, get out and check check and see how far my skid plate is from the deck plate. Man, about that much room, about 1.5 feet, right? I knew right then it was not going to be my day. Now, on top of that, you're dealing with a little bit of a mud situation, which is pretty common at these meat plants. And another thing why I say they don't give two fucks, them trailers, you know, I mean, I barely had enough room to get between there, and it was definitely hard trying to turn the thing down. I was going to go look for a yard guy, but that seemed like it was going to take longer than me trying to lower this trailer. So I was like, you know what, let me just lower it. Take about 15-20 minutes to get this trailer low enough to get to where I needed it to hook up to it. Now, by the time I was done lowering this trailer, there's only about that much landing gear left. So this particular meat processing plant, their loaded trailers, or where you park your trailers, you back into a spot, but then there's a ditch So the trailer backs up and then it leans forward because the rear tires are going into this ditch. So you end up having to lower the landing gear more than normal to get up under it. So I'm pissed off, man. I'm cussing, all this kind of stuff. So finally get all that stuff done. Go scale out, just want to double check. More than anything, I wanted to make sure that my truck scale was on point. And I know them meat processing plants, sometimes their scales aren't all that accurate, but this one seemed to be accurate because every time I've tested my truck scale against any scale, it's accurate. So I'm good. The trailer, I made sure that was calibrated, so if it, at least, if I thought it was off, I was going to somewhat calibrate it, but that was on, so I was good. But, when you're coming to some of these meat processing plants, why I'm saying they don't give, I'm not going to say it this time because I don't want to be too egregious with my words, but why I say they don't give 2 Fs is half the time the trailers are about a foot apart from each other, which is too damn close. You're always dealing with mud. The ditches that these trucks are backed into makes you're automatically going to have to lower your landing gear, even if it would have been in the right position on flat ground. You scale out, come back around, walk inside, they're doing everything else they want to do. So now there's another 15 minutes. Now this is like in the middle of the night. So when I first pulled through, there was a line of about 20 trucks. Could you imagine how long it would have taken to get out of there if I would have left when I really kind of was thinking about leaving? So there's some other stuff I'm not thinking about. Maybe I'll think about it by the end of this video, but just the lack of consideration, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's enough room at some of these places where they could take the time to bulldoze that and flatten out some of them surfaces or something like that. Don't let winter come. When winter comes, that little bit of half-inch deal of mud I was dealing with, now you're going to be dealing with mud, meat juices, all this other kind of stuff just to pick up a load and go. Picked up the trailer. It was already low. It was low on fuel as soon as I got it. And I know they check these trailers when they go in there and make sure that they're at least minimum 3/4 full. So I don't know how long that trailer was on, what the situation was, but had to deal with that. I don't know, it's not the worst experience, and it would probably be worse if you didn't know what you were going to deal with when you go to some of these places. But as soon as I know I'm going to one of these places, some worse than others, you already got to prepare your mind to be dealing with all the headaches you're going to be dealing with to get them trailers out of there. Now, luckily, once I had the trailer low enough to get under it, I was able to hook up and pull it out a little bit further to raise it up a little bit more. But it's just like no consideration whatsoever. There is enough space to leave more than a foot worth of space between these trailers. And it's a little frustrating because they got all these protocols when you go there. Slide your tandems to the rear. Do this, do that. You know what? I like backing with my tandems in the rear anyway, so that's fine, but it's just one of those things where they want everything to be so specific, and then when it comes to the time when you got to go deal with your shit, they don't give two F's about it. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I got out of there, and then I was running, you know. I had about 1,300 and something miles to get to the 90, and I got 2 drive shifts and a wake up to get there. I wanted to put more miles on it than I did today, but I looked at my hours and how long it was going to take for me to get to the next stop, and I was like, well, I'm not going to be able to make it. So rather than stopping at a truck stop that's maybe 15 miles from the shipper, I might have to, you know, sit about an hour, you know, 60, well, maybe not 60 miles, maybe 40, 60 miles, somewhere in there outside of the shipper, which is good because I'll get to the truck stop tomorrow at about, let's say 10:30, 11. I won't have to drop off till, I think, 0500 the next day. So that's going to be some deep relaxation right there. You can never go wrong with some good relaxing. So that is good. Now, you know, one of the things I do want to talk about, some people come into leasing, and I normally don't think about this because, you know, when I take time off, I take time off. I take time off with anticipation of going in the hole. Not that going in the hole matters, because I got all the money in my emergency fund, so I could always pull from that. But even just taking off those 2.5 days or whatever that equated to, and the loads I got, you know, I'm probably going to break even this week, maybe come up with a little bit, just because this particular load doesn't drop until Thursday. And like I said, I don't care when loads drop, as long as it's a good load, and this is really a good paying load. And really, there's some good freight that comes out of that area, so hopefully I'll be able to get one of those good ones coming out of there. But, you know, I'm in the South. It's been a while since I've been down there, so I gotta remember to go get a stack of $1 bills, because when you're at a truck stop in the South, boy, you got to bring money like you're going to a strip club or something like that, because you got people hitting you up 24/7 out there for some money. I normally don't sit in the back with my shades closed, or with my whatever you want to call this thing, curtain closed, but when you're in the South, boy, you got to be incognito out there, because they will definitely hit you up out there for some money. Every now and then you'll find somebody that wants to put in a little bit of work for the money. You know, shine your rims, sweep out your trailer, stuff like that. You know what? That's good. You know, I've never taken anybody up on that offer, but just the fact that they're putting forth that initiative is good enough for me. So anyway, that's about it. Just wanted to give you a quick update. I need to call Success Leasing here in a little bit, see what's going on with my truck coming in, so I can plan my next home time around that, because I want to make sure I get this truck ready for the next driver. Not that it's not spick and span already, but you know what I mean. Anyway, that's about it. I need to do a video on this stuff right here. This stuff right here, let me see if I can turn it around. Need to do a video on that. Lucas injector cleaner and fuel conditioner. Need to do a video on that. That's about all I got to say about that. But anyway, I want to thank you guys for stopping by No Hippie Trucking and Transportation. As always, I do appreciate it. Comment, subscribe, and I'm out.